Hey guys, it's K-Man for Life, your bald head guru, coming to you from my channel. You guys know what to do. Click those like buttons, subscribe, follow me, join me, and we'll be all right. So today I'm going to be talking about the topic of independence and what it means to be independent versus to be not independent. And this is going to be a subject that I'll be discussing as far as for uh, teenagers all the way up to adults. So, the topic of discussion came to me because, I know a couple people. I have cousins, I have, nieces, I have relatives, and I have friends. And basically, a lot of people, they don't know what to do as far as for people that aren't independent in a way, whereas at a certain point in life and time you have to be independent. So that's why I'm making this video. Like I say, I always make my videos for you guys, the viewers, um, keep you guys uplifted and bring you joy. But yeah, let's go. So basically, all right, so when we're kids and everything like that, and your parents, they raise you as a kid, to try to teach you right from wrong. One of the main things that they should try to teach you is independence. Now, I don't know how everybody was raised, but as far as with my family, my mom and dad, you know, they geared me towards independence. My father did. As far as my mom, of course, you know, being her son and everything like that, um, I got away with a lot of different things, but which caused me to not be as dependent or independent, but it made me be a little more dependent. So I was like in the middle. So both my mom and my dad, was weighing on each side. Um, but my father basically got the best of me, and now I'm just a whole full of independent. So it's in my belief it comes from family background. It may come from culture, it may come from age, how quickly you want to teach your kids as far as to for independence and to grow up. Me coming up uh, as far as for I remember the first time I was young. I was really young, and dad gave me some money, and we had a farm near our house. Me and my buddy, I took the money my dad gave me, and we walked to the farm. It was like pretty far away, about 15, 20 minutes away, but he gave me the money. He told me to pick him up some potato chips. He told me also to get some fresh farm milk, and he gave me the money and everything. So like I said, me and my buddy, we went over there. I gave it to the cashiers over there, and that pretty much was that. Around that age, I was probably about 12 years old or so, maybe a little bit younger, maybe around like 11, 12, something like that. But you know, that was the only time. I mean, that was the time when I remember going with my buddy, me and him only alone, and we went there, brought back everything for my pops, and he was happy, and that to me is what you do. You're trying to make uh, children responsible, because later on in life, like, as obviously I'm an adult now, basically I'm independent. You know, there's some people out there. I mean, I know a guy from my job and everything like that, where his wife did everything for him, and this is a grown man. And you're thinking to yourself, how do you not know how to pay bills? How do you not know how to, you know, uh, write out a check to, pay your rent? And the problem is, his wife was doing everything. Now, his wife, they had 3 kids and everything like that, but I just find it hard to believe. Well, not hard to believe, but as an adult, you would think, well, this person can take on this and that and whatever. So, yeah, he was married to her, and basically, like, she took all the responsibilities, writing out all the bills, paying the bills, and this and that. Long story short, they divorced. So the thing is, when they divorced, he didn't know what to do. Like it's like a baby walking around, like crawling, baby crawling on the ground, and you're back to square one. You got to learn how to walk. So that's my whole point about this video. Everybody out there, you got children. You know, try to raise them right. Try to start from scratch. Teach them what's right and wrong. Teach them independence and everything like that. Even if you're with them in the store, give them some money. Tell them to go to the cashier. I mean, I saw a little kid about 6 years old go pay for something. I thought it was so cute, but his parents was doing them right. They was teaching them independence, and that's what we got to do, because that little kid, one day when he grows up, is just he's gonna be hell of an independent, and he's just gonna be a strong individual in life. He's not gonna you know revert and break down when situations get tough, and that's how I feel. Um, we need independence in this life, because where a person may be sheltered, you may be sheltered within life, and it's hand. I know you want to do everything for your kids, or cousins, relatives, whoever, but when they're little and stuff, and you're smothering them, you're spoiling them, and like I said, this could be for me for firsthand. I mean, later on, when they get to a point, it could be teenage years and everything like this. They're going to be expecting that. They're going to be expecting, you know, I want the BMW, I want the Mercedes, I want the Porsche, I want these cars by the time I'm like 16. That's how it is today. 16 years old, they want Porsches, Maseratis, I mean, Benzos, and I mean, hey, back in the day, my parents wasn't having it. We had to, and that's me coming up, from a pretty good background, where I really didn't have to work, but my parents wanted me to work, especially like my father, to give me that responsibility. And that's my message to you guys out there. Don't be spoiling these kids out here. Don't be giving them everything, because they're gonna be spoiled rotten. You know, everything isn't like we see on TV. There's so many glorified television programs right now. You see those Mercedes SUVs, trucks. You see the Range Rovers. You see the Benzo 600s. I mean, you see the Maseratis, the Ferraris, Lambos, all that. I could just keep going down the list. But the thing is, in reality, in this real world, and well, maybe there's people out there that's just like, hey, they wanna they wanna keep following that dream of keeping up with the Joneses, as they say. More power to you. But my purpose of making this video for the real people out there, because I want to keep it 100 with you guys, as I always do. Don't don't try to spoil your kids or family like that. I mean, it's one thing to spoil your kids as far as you loving them and caring about them. Yeah, at time of need, they really need your help. You want to show them love and give them what they need. There's another time when you're just going like this, you're blowing all that paper, blowing all that money, and it's just ridiculous, because you can't buy love. You can't buy happiness. So you thinking that you're doing all this good stuff, and I know plenty of people that's out there. They've given everything to their child ever since they were a little kid. Now their child's an adult at the age of 21 and above, and they still bang heads when they get in arguments and all that good stuff. And the parent is looking at them like, well, I did this for you, I did that for you, I did, just going down the list. And you know what, it doesn't matter what you may do for a person, because at the end, you can't buy happiness, you can't buy a person's love. That person's gonna love you no matter what. You could have a cardboard box, show love, and that person's gonna love you. So I mean, I want to make this video because you know I'm tired of all these TV programs glorifying, you know, uh, people wearing all this fur, or they're wearing all this glorified stuff and driving in all these whips, cars, everything. And they're trying to make this the real world. It's not the real world, people. The real world is, we're out here achieving, and it's not on a merit system. We're out here achieving, working these 9 to 5s, or we might be entrepreneurs nowadays because everybody's getting their own business together and things of that nature. But my thing is, when I see a kid that doesn't even have to get their hands dirty at all, and they're looking for, the handout. That's what it is, the handout. It's like the system. It's a handout, and that's when I just lose disrespect. That's when I'm disrespected. Disrespectful. I feel like it's disrespectful for a person just to take a handout when they have 2 arms, they got 2 legs. They're not specially challenged, and they're able to work. You know, but if they're able to work, why aren't you working? And that's why I'm making this video. So, whew, all right, I gotta take a break on that one, because the thing is, like I said, it's just it gets to me, and I'm not gonna lie. When I was a kid, I had all the cars, I had all the clothes, and people thought I was spoiled and everything like that. But one thing I did do, I did work. I worked some crummy jobs where I worked in a factory, burning my hand on some rubber, some rubber material, making tires. Early teenager, I worked at a fast food joint. I won't name names, where it was just hot in the kitchen all the time. I worked for a small factory where I got gypped out of money working the whole summer. So then I got my money back though, thanks to my mom. But I've been, I've worked loading up, trying to do lifting heavy stuff. I didn't last long for that. I quit that in like a week, but I tried, and that's the thing. I worked at retail stores, which I didn't want to do in and out of college, but I did my duty. I did my, I was independent, and that's my message to everybody out there. Don't stop, and please, please, please stop spoiling these kids out here today, and giving them everything they want, because I mean they're gonna be looking at. Uh, you're only doing them wrong, because the thing is, if you spoil them and this and that, they're not going to know how to function in life. What's going to happen to them when they're older, and possibly maybe, either you move away or something, God forbid, maybe something happens, you know, you're setting them up to fail. That's my whole purpose of making this video. You're setting up your child, friends, or whomever, cousins, whoever you're taking care of, to fail, because they're not going to know what to do, and it's either going to be sink or swim. Now, you can't blame it on them for sinking when you gave them handouts the whole freaking time, you know? The whole freaking time you're giving them handouts. So, in reality, let your kids work. That's my message for this whole video. Let them work. And by the time they get into their early teens, they're going to be responsible. They're not going to take things for granted. They're not going to look at you like, all right, where's my freaking Porsche at? They're not going to look at you like, I'm going out, I need makeup. Say for your daughter, I need makeup, $200 at Sephora. Your son's looking at you like, give me $100. I'm going out right now. I need to go to the mall, go shopping with my buddies, go out to eat. And you're looking at them like, okay, but you don't do anything. The house is a mess, clothes is crazy, just everywhere, and you don't help clean up. You don't help do nothing. And this is real life, people, real actual facts that I'm telling you, actual facts, because I know about it. I definitely know about it. Not for my household, because I'm preaching this, so I'm trying to give you guys, information. But I've heard about it. I came across it, you know, through friends, other sources, and it's not good. So you guys got to make a change out there. It's my whole point of making this video today. Make a change, please. So, on that said, this is K-Man for Life, your bald head guru. As always, like the video and please subscribe. Peace, y'all.